I want to tell you about a time that I took one of the greatest vacations in the world. Anne Reyes from Central Florida University and some of her co-authors once said in August of 2012, Walt Disney World is not only Central Florida's leading employer, but also the overall biggest single site employer in the entire United States. When you think about it, really, that's not so shocking because they have to have the amazing day-to-day function that they really do and execute it to perfection because that is Walt Disney is really known for, and that's how they get to sell so many different products like this amazing sweatshirt. So, spending a vacation at Walt Disney World with my family was one of the greatest decisions I have ever made because of the time we had in Epcot experiencing the different cultures and witnessing the amazing firework extravaganza that was there. As long as I can remember growing up, we just really loved Disney. Everything Disney. Even as kids, we just dressed up in all different Disney costumes, and we just really loved the idea of Disney and just really the family culture that they really influenced upon us. Even to the point where we owned almost every single Disney VHS tape that you probably could own at the time. It was kind of almost an addiction in a way. I think at one time or another, we have all witnessed the magic of the company Disney that they offer us, whether it be through one of their amazing movies or even spending some time at one of their amazing parks. So now I get to explain to you why Disney really is so amazing. To start off, I'm going to really just dive into one of my favorite parks, which is Epcot, and how they had so many different cultural aspects there, and also the amazing fireworks show that they put on for us. So the amazing cultural aspects that Epcot has is really what they're known for. In November 2004, Charles Carson from Penn State talks about the way music allows you to transition from different parts of the park within the actual Epcot park in his article, Whole New Worlds of Music and the Disney Theme Park Experience. This is one of their, creative ways of really making you feel like you're entering into a whole nother country, even though you're staying in the same park the entire time. Another amazing aspect that they influence upon us culturally is the food. There was so many different nations that were present, you really could choose whatever you wanted to. But one negative aspect about that whole cultural Epcot thing is the long walks that they have. For the actual section where they have all the different nations, it's said that it's actually 1.2 miles long. And even though it was very long, I was actually overjoyed at the thought of walking all the way through the parks because you got to experience so many different things. But as I was walking, the one thing that I could think about was we needed to beat the heat so that I could get off my feet. So next, I'm going to describe to you the fireworks show, which is kind of the big bang, if you will, that Epcot offers for you at the end of the night. This is one of the things that Epcot is really known for, which is called illuminations. So as we're walking to find a dinner place for me and my family, we came across a British pub, and that's partially because my brother loves Great Britain and United Kingdom, and so he really wanted fish and chips. So we stopped at this pub, and we were just looking for somewhere to eat. We weren't even thinking about finding a spot for the fireworks show at the time. But luckily for us, opportunity knocked on our door and said, you need to come sit here. And so we sat down, and it turns out that we got lakeside seats for the fireworks show. And that was incredible because we were just planning on just standing there from afar and just having to watch it and not really get to experience it in the same way that we did. So as we're sitting there, you really get a feel of kind of the whole Disney experience and just what Disney really just wants to offer to its customers. They really want you to enter into the entire company and just really their message. One thing that I remember starting off is that there was this giant globe that was sitting off to the side. You really couldn't notice it, but as the show progressed, it moved slowly and picked up more into the water. And as it's doing this, it's actually being caught on fire. And what the illumination show actually does is that they set a whole bunch of wood in the middle of the lake and they catch it on fire. So there's a lot of smoke in the air. And then while that smoke is building up, they're able to shine like these laser projectors into the air so that you can really just see all these cool designs, and it kind of distracts you from all the mess of them getting ready. And so it's a really cool concept. And so as this ball is moving out into the middle of the water, it finally stops. And when it stops, it stops catching on fire. And there is just this amazing display of all the different continents. And on all these different continents, They have all the different cultures and ethnicities, and different videos that portray these different ethnicities, and it's really amazing to see. Then once that stops, they do this amazing finale of fireworks, and all I could think about during the fireworks was just the only way I could describe it is bright and loud were the fireworks. It was amazing to see all the different colors and different, I guess, shapes and just different patterns that they were able to perform. And really, they say that there's about 1,000 different fireworks that they use in that one show. Even though it feels like it's forever, it's really only 13 minutes. So, in conclusion, choosing Disney was one of the best decisions my family's ever made by far. And honestly, at first, my brother and I thought we were too old for Disney, but we got to experience all the different cultural aspects, and really it was able to educate us in that sense. So we really got to dive into the culture, and then also fireworks is, I guess, one of my favorite things to ever really just be able to sit there and take in. So to see that amazing fireworks show just really got me excited. So really, I think we can all imagine that one great vacation where there's no worries in the world. We just get to sit back and relax. So when you really think about it, and I don't know if it's really even a hard question to answer when you say, are you willing to walk 18 miles every day in order to have one of the best vacations in your entire life? Thank you.
Did it work the whole time?
We thought it stopped.
Still going.